Welcome to the Not Superheroes Gets Dads podcast. No, we can't fly. No, we can't shoot lasers or pick up giant buildings. But what we can do is help set the foundations for our families, be present for our kids, and combat generational cycles. On this podcast, we dive into everything dad related, from the struggles we deal with as fathers to what our favorite thing to barbecue is. Hello, my name is Shawn and LaMarr, and I'm joined by Shy's very own LaMarr Drake. How you doing, my guy?
My guy, what's the word?
Man, can't complain, man. I know people been wondering, what's going on. I told him, man, you've been grinding. God's really been
Oh
blessing
man,
you. You know what I mean? And it's amazing to see, man. It's amazing to see. Um, Man, so today, y'all, we have a good one for y'all. We have a good one. So I don't know if any of you guys seen this. I don't know if you heard about it. But well, let me give you, I guess, a little
have a little
understanding of
breakdown. Yep.
a breakdown of it. So it was Joy Taylor. I don't know if y'all know who Joy Taylor is. She's like in the sports world, and then what's her name, Taylor Rooks. They both have a podcast now, I think, called like Too Personal, right? And so it was very interesting to me. The comments that they recently just made were they were talking about how, as men, it is quote unquote a red flag for you not to have female friends, right? Which is kind of a red flag in itself to me. That's personally. But just so y'all can kind of have a rundown, I'm gonna have y'all. I'm gonna let y'all hear the clip, or I should say, I
Yeah.
should tell y'all the clip so y'all have an idea. So basically, what she says is, she's like, "Hey, I don't want to date a man who doesn't have any female friends. I don't want to date a man who only gets input from other men, who only gets input from other men, and has women in two categories, either the mother and auntie category,
hmm
or I want to sleep with category, right?" And then Rooks basically just co-signs that and says, "Oh, getting input from only men is terrifying, right?" And so to me, that's silly. But before I even dive into that, bro, like, what was your first thought when you seen the clip, when you heard the clip? Like, what came to mind for you, bro?
Well, you the first. I mean, I first saw the clip from you actually,
Yeah.
but when I saw it, it was like, I know some people who think like that, but I
Mm.
know some people who think the other way too. Like it's cool to have some input depending on who the person is. That one guy is. It might have been somebody who went through what you went through in a relationship, and his wife deceased or something like that. So he
Yeah.
forced to be by himself. So now he by himself. So I mean, it just depends on what it is. But I know some people who don't think you should have a guy friend if it's for his lady and vice versa. But I know
Yeah.
some people who don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Who don't
Mm.
mind for you to
Yeah.
have friends of the other gender. So I mean,
Gender. Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with, having a friend here and there that's the opposite sex. For me personally, especially as a married man, that's the reason why this caught my attention too, is because people don't know this. Joy Taylor was married. Okay, Joy
hmm
Taylor was married for a year when she first came on the scene with Skip and Shannon, and I remember this was like 2016. Um, I remember saying to myself, "Oh, this marriage ain't gonna last." Because at the end of the day, I saw the tempo. I saw how she was reacting to the attention she
mm,
was getting, right, with Shannon
okay.
Sharp, and she would always say, "Oh, these are my friends," but I saw how she was moving, right. So in my mind, again, I don't know her, nothing like that, and I'm more so looking at it in a broader sense. But I'm like, two things that stuck out to me is, one is like, okay, are you saying this because part of you, because there is women like that is attracted to dudes being around other women, right? In a sense, or is it the second one, which I personally think it might be the second one, is you want to have the option to still be with other guys, right? To hang out with them, right? And so, at least for me, I look at it like, man, in relationships, we get something out of it, right? We're going to get something out of it regardless. Even with our kids, bro, with our kids, right? Like, yes, we love our kids, but we still get something out of it. As me, as a father, I'm a protector, I'm a provider. I get to do that for my kids, right? That's what I'm getting out of it. And they get love from me, and they get food, shelter, all. So every relationship is a two-way street. There is no relationship where you can say you get nothing out of it. Why? Because at the end of the day, if that was the case, you would always feel unappreciated. That's why we have Father's Day. That's why we have Mother's Day, right? So we can just have that oh, okay, man, okay, they understand, they appreciate what I'm doing. And so for me, I look at it like when you have a relationship constantly, I'm not saying all the time, but you're constantly talking to the opposite sex. So I know for me, I'm not trying to have my wife talking to another dude all the time about what's going on in our relationship because I don't know what seeds he's planting, right? I don't know what's going on with that. And now all of a sudden, I don't know. Okay, is it one of those things where we're having disagreements because of what he's telling you?
Mm.
You know what I mean? So for me, bro, that's how I kind of looked at it. That's why, and then on top of that, right? Then you get the oh, now you got the toxic baby daddy, quote unquote, because you know what? Hey, he's quote unquote the player type, or he's always with females and different things like that. It's like, well, that's what you said you wanted, right? And so to me, it goes to like, in a sense, we're stuck in that toxic we're stuck in this place where I feel like we're constantly looking for that toxic relationship. Like overall, that's why for me, I'm glad I'm not single just because I don't want to have to deal with that. You know what I mean? But I just look at it like, man, it's difficult if you're a single father or a single man in general. Just like it seems like it's the rules are always being changed. You know what I mean? It's always being changed, man. So I don't know, bro. That's how I took it. Like that's how I personally took it.
Man, I ain't. And where my wife work at, she around guys, so it's like I know she's gonna have some interactions with some guys. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I'm not expecting like and her to be like go, hey, you want to go have a drink or something like that. But
yeah,
sometimes they have outings, and I get invited. I make I don't want to go today,
yeah.
so she don't go. You know what I'm saying? It's things like that, but depending on what you do on your day to day basis. Like what I do right now, I don't I don't have interaction. I don't work with a female coworker. I don't have a female
Mhm.
coworker. So
Yeah.
for me to be having, especially out here now in Chicago, I do have girls that I grew up with. That's like they married. I'm married. In fact, one time, me and my wife went out to a bar. We met them at the bar. They got us drunk, and we don't. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it depends. It just depends on who you are, what's your mindset. Because at the end of the day, a grown up gonna do they gonna make the
Oh
decision,
yeah.
bro. If they want
Yeah.
to go cheat on their wife or do
Oh,
whatever,
absolutely.
like, because that's what they were talking about. It's like a real man's gonna make the decision. Like I can talk to a lady and still know that I'm coming home to my wife and I'm handling my responsibility as a man. It's like it's nothing I'm getting out of this. Like so, right now, what I do is I'm around a lot of kids. So sometimes I'm a single parents,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So some of the people that's getting dropped off are by their parents, by their moms. So like me,
Yeah.
I'm married, so it's business. I ain't thinking about nothing outside of the business. So it just depends
Facts.
on what type of guy you are, what type of lady you are too. So I mean, that's why I said I see both. Cause
Both
there's
sides.
some janky people out here that's proud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's proud and they looking for things like that. I'm not looking for things like that.
Yeah.
I'm cool with what I got at the crib.
Yeah.
I don't want to jeopardize what I have at the crib for 5 minutes of happiness or whatever they talking about on it. But that's 9 times out of 10 what Taylor Rooks and them were talking about. That's why they
Mm,
don't feel comfortable with their guy, or you getting input from a guy because they thinking that's all guys telling you. Go cheat on her, go do this. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Let's go get drunk, bro. Let's have a guy. Like sometimes,
yeah.
man, you need to be around that one guy that's gonna keep you sane. That be brotherhood sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as far as having a girl that I'm telling, man, my wife ain't nobody do. I don't think that's right, and I don't think a girl, a female or a woman should be doing that with the guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now that's a little bit too much. Now having guy associates or guy friends that you like, hey, and your husband know about it. Maybe you didn't grow up with him. That's
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Now, talking on the phone, discussing what's going on, and a relationship status, and that's different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a whole different ball game. I don't agree with that, but as
Yeah.
long as it's the first part of it, yeah, I don't have an issue with that,
Oh
man, because
yeah.
I know
No.
what's going on here.
Yeah, no. Facts. Like you said, every relationship is different, and when I say this, I'm not saying like, oh, it's terrible if your lady, whatever, because I know too, right, where it goes to the extreme um, you won't even be together and you tripping because the mother of your child is has friends as guys and stuff like that. I'm not
Hmm.
going to that extreme, right? I'm more so just saying as far as being cautious and making sure that you're not letting certain seeds be planted or certain things happen. At least for me, I know at times, wifey be saying at times, I'm very naive to certain things, right? Because again, I'm just focused on whatever it is, right? It could be work, it could be kids, it could be whatever the thing is, and I could be having a chick really just trying to give me the green light, and I'm more so just, you know what I mean, and I'm not realizing what she's trying to do. So, and I know there's other guys like that too. They joke all the time like, hey, guys are more simple creatures, right? And we are just because we don't ask for much, right? We don't ask for much normally. So they're just being conscious of that. And what caught my attention as well is like when she said like women are in two categories where you either have the mom and auntie or the women you want to sleep with, which I would push back and say you could say the same thing when it comes to having a guy friend, right? Same thing. Like, hey, you know what? Yeah, I put girls in a certain category as well, right? So that's for me. That's where I disagree with because I'm like, what's wrong with being able to talk to your mom? Not about everything. I understand it because not every mom you can talk to, or having an aunt or having a female cousin that can really give you that real, like you said, just having a homeboy too, right? That can give you that real. If you have like you, like for example, bro, I can come talk to you. You're married. You're take care of your family. If I have an issue, I feel comfortable talking to you, and you're not gonna tell me what to do, but like, hey man, you sure you want to do that? Hey, is that the best decision you want to make? Right? I'm expecting you as my boy to give me that real, right? And there's certain people you have to trust and be like, okay, this is someone I'm okay letting into my circle. I'm not gonna let everybody into my circle because not everyone is on the same page. That's why for me personally, this is my preference, right? I prefer to be around other fathers. I prefer to
Gotcha.
be around people that are married. Not that it's bad if I've been around dudes that's not married too, but just so we're on the same page because they're at a different timeline and I'm at a different timeline,
Yeah.
and that's okay. You know what I mean? So that's why for me, bro, I guess that's because I definitely understand what you're saying. I guess that's for me. That's where the red flag came from because I'm like, why is it a negative thing to get input from your the women in your life if that really have the best interest? Like I said, I'm not talking about because there is those women or those mothers. They love their sons, but they're also the overbearing mother, right? Where they're gonna be planting seeds, right? Just like I said before, they're planting seeds of doubt. You know what I mean? So you have that as well. But if you have a family member, a aunt, a sister, whoever that's really for you and really wants and understands the value of your relationship, understands the value of your marriage and your family, then I don't feel like there's something wrong with that. Just like for well, this isn't the case for my wife because her dad's not around. But if her and her dad was cool, and there were certain things she was just she was struggling with, and she talked to her dad about it just to get input, or her brothers or something like that, I would be okay with that, right? If it's
Yeah.
coming from a good place, you know what I mean.
I
That's
see. I
that's
know what you mean. Yeah.
yeah, that's just how I kind of feel on it.
No, we got something dynamic like that, but I got all. It's only the three amigos really was the first. Now it's like a mixed, but we got majority woman. So I'm getting
Mm,
input from. That's why I'm always logical like that. But
yeah,
it's always emotion behind it because you know what I'm saying. But it's thought out.
yeah.
So I always think before I'm doing something. It's very strategic, but yeah, bro, that's all I grew up around. The
Mm,
opposite. So like my wife definitely know that. So I got a lot of girl cousins that's my age, bro. So like, and we all close. So I can definitely call them, and that's definitely not an issue. My mom raised me single parent, so and she was in the streets, but she went to school and did all the stuff. Now she's like clean, 38 years of sobriety, and she's doing phenomenal for herself. So I can always get advice from her, but at the end of the day, she ain't no man. So
Mm,
she can only give me some emotional advice, but she ain't gonna she hard body. Even though she like laid back cool, she gonna give it to me raw how I'm supposed to hear it. Even
yeah,
though I may not want to hear it at the time, but still have to take into consideration she's not a man. So some of the things that I went through, I had to get it from other people, watching other people.
mhm,
Like all my guys, they got fathers in their lives, and then like I tell you about my uncle, like my uncle. Then I'm learning from like my sister. Like she married now, but growing up, if she had somebody at the crib, she older. I'm at the crib, I'm soaking game. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
yeah, the dynamic was real cool. So that's why I say I don't really trip on it because my mom, she got male friends, and I know it's just that she can
yeah,
ask for some advice, and they ain't gonna try to get it out of. They ain't gonna give her advice out of. They wanna mess with her or something. It's coming out
yeah,
of love. And it's like, oh, we ain't worried about dude. We just trying to help Lily. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So that's why I ain't tripping on it. But out here is like my wife got the same thing. So it's really neat that it's like she got like her cousins, she cool with them. And they
yeah,
do a lot of interacting. So it's her brother, she on the phone with her brother all the time. That's my homie. Like it ain't nothing, but we keep our stuff in house. So she ain't on the phone talking to her brother about, yeah, we got mad over who took out the garbage, and I ain't doing it to my sister. Like, oh, she mad that I ain't get her a gift or something like that. No, we ain't doing nothing like that. But
yeah.
yeah, we would need some advice or something like that. Yeah, we can go to the opposites because we got a big family and we
Mm.
all close. So that's the good thing. My mom and is supposed to come down here Sunday. Actually, she
Oh,
is
that's
coming
dope.
Sunday. So yeah,
That's
that's
dope.
that's why I'm like, that's crazy that you about said that because I always and I'd be like, my wife know, boy, I hate getting advice from her because it'd be real, but she talks
Yeah,
slow. So it's like she's saying it's just taking a little bit of long time to get out, but it be on point. Then I come around like 2, 3 days later, like, dang, you know what? She was right. Because she ain't coming from the point of I'm her son.
yeah,
That's how I'd be like. I used to be like, man, why you taking up for so and so? I'm your son. You supposed to be on. Nah, she right is right, wrong is wrong.
wrong is
That's what I
wrong.
learned from
Yep.
her, bro. So a lot
Yep.
of the times it'd be like it could be my homie, bro. He done did something to somebody I don't even like, but it's like, dang, bro, come on now.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why some people don't even be really asking me stuff because it'd be like it's hard for me not to really keep it straight down, bro. It's like right is right, wrong is wrong, bro. That's
That's
how I was raised. So I try to do right. So when nobody do me wrong, because I ain't doing nobody wrong.
facts. Facts.
Straight
No,
up.
that's a beautiful thing, man. Like you said too, and just understand that, and because of how your mom and the people around you, your family has showed you different things, that definitely is why you are the way you are now, which is a beautiful thing, right? And so I just understand, and it goes from both sides. When I'm talking about this, I'm not trying to just say it's from females because dudes do this
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
I'm just more so
Right.
reacting as far as what Joy Taylor and Rooks was talking about, but
Yeah.
um, because too, right, and I'm sure you know this too. A lot of times, and I guess maybe I'm thinking of it as a married man. A lot of times, fellas, if you're not married, right, they even if you're not married, but they see you taking care of your kids, or they see you have your family with your wife, with your kids, and these so-called female friends, right, they plotting. That's just what it is. And the only reason why I know this is because my wife would tell me these things, right, from her perspective. And so I'm like, dang, okay, my attendance start going up, and I start seeing certain things, not just from my experience, but other people. I'm like, dang, okay, I'm not gonna put people on blast, but I know someone, right, where they grew up together, female friend, he has his family, but female friend, whatever, and they got close. He was always vented to her, she was always vented to him, and then a relationship. Basically, it's a relationship outside of their marriage, and no one has a clue. You know what I'm saying? And so I just saw like that different type of dynamic where I was like, dang, okay, you having this lady around your wife, your kids. You know what I mean? There's times where you and her just hanging out, and there's things going on because certain things that get addressed. You know what I mean? And so for me, that's why I'm just like, I know, and it goes the same way. Dudes do the same thing, but I know, especially when it comes to guys, though. I know there's times where there's a women out there like, man, you know, I'm a single mother, and look at him taking care of his kid. I wish I had that. You know what I
But
mean?
that's you got to be strong enough. So like with them, in the case of them, sorry to cut you off. That's
No,
a
go ahead.
decision they made, bro.
Yeah,
That's a decision. That's a messed up decision.
yeah,
So that's what they gonna have to deal with. That's so like they got it. You got to be strong enough. At the end of the day, it's up to you to be strong enough to go or not to go. That's what I'm saying. I ain't going. So my
yeah,
intent is up. I be knowing, bro. Sometimes I be naive with bro. I did a lot. I played sports in college. I did all. So I've been around a lot of women, bro. So I ain't saying I'm a player or not, but I be knowing what's up. I ain't
yeah,
worried about that, bro. I don't
yeah,
care what they on. I'm on my mission. So that's what I'm saying. I got it in my mind. I ain't going. It's some
yeah,
tender D. It's some tender D people that get you knelt where I'm from. Like you know what knelt mean, right?
yeah,
Like you messing up somebody else's home, somebody
yeah,
messing up that's when you watch Lifetime and that type of stuff be going on, bro. Like I ain't got time for that. I got a real good lady. I ain't tripping on like I may have to get some advice from my sister. Hey, I may need some advice about what to get my wife or something like that. So something like that, that's cool. Or she may ask somebody, hey, what colognes in season or something
yeah.
like that. But I know I tell her all the time. She worked at USAA. You know how many people working there? That I know trying to talk. There's a bunch of cornballs working in there, bro. And I know how this stuff go, but
Yeah, yeah,
ain't none of them me. That's how I be looking at it. It's like,
facts,
so
facts.
you making this, you know what I'm saying? The grass don't be green on the other side. Some people be finding out the hard way. You know,
Mm,
so it's ultimately up to a weak mind person. That's really what it be.
yeah,
Like, are you a weak mind person or is your mind strong? You know what I'm saying? Is your will strong? Do you really love who you say you love, or is it just like for real, bro? Because it ain't that deep to me.
yeah,
To be honest with you, it is not that deep. Because I'm around her 24/7. It's
yeah,
like I definitely be needing to go out and be with the guys. And I just told her that we just went out Sunday, and I was like, and she kept on saying, I'm like, I don't want to even go there. We went there just so I think she just wanted to see what's going on. Ain't nothing going on. Then I didn't got a hookah, which I don't really do like that. And
yeah,
she ready to go. And I'm like, I just got the joint. I'm finna chill for a second, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
hey, we're gonna keep this to guys. That's what's going on. Sometimes I need to be with the guy. I ain't caring if they sitting. I don't want to be around nobody who ain't got no job and all that. You got a job, you single. I don't care about that. If you got your mindset right, you know what I'm saying? You can do what you want to do. I can go with you, bro. I could be a sober person. You can take 15 shots. I don't drink. I don't want to drink. I ain't finna let you peer pressure me into drink.
facts.
Hey, you can go talk. You can get 15 numbers. I ain't getting no number. You can call me a cornball, whatever you want to call. I know what's up with me, so that's how
Yeah,
I be thinking. It's like, man. And then my wife, done been around me a long time, so it's the same thing. We pretty much two parts. So it's like, hey, I know you got to interact with some people at the gig. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
This guy may have been working because now she at a certain level where a lot of women in power now. So it's a lot of women that got good positions at jobs. But
yeah,
usually back in the day, it was it's guys. You know what I'm saying? So
mm,
now times have changed. Back in the day, it'd be like, why this lady up here? How she? You know what I'm saying? Uh, that's the stereotype. People
yeah,
getting promoted and doing all this stuff because of like that. How they talking like I don't know because some men how they in their minds like I don't want no guy who just talking to all guys. This is because the dog assumption. That's what I'm thinking of. Like
mm,
they thinking all guys are dogs. When sometimes that y'all could be just going through. Y'all just need to vent to each other. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? On some brother stuff. On some everybody ain't grow up with no brother. Some people grew up with sisters. You know what I'm saying? So
facts.
they have to. They ain't grow up with no hard love. They got all emotions. Like so that's all they. Some people know how they vent. So it's some of the homies that allow you to, but some of the homies that hit you. Man, I don't want to hear that soft stuff. You need that too.
Yeah,
Get out, wake up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, So it be all it just depends, man. But that's
Yeah,
what I think they was coming at. It's like I don't want no guy who's just talking to all guys, getting advice from all like.
yeah.
Uh, that's why, cause they think you gonna say, man, leave her, and go get somebody who really love you, bro.
Well,
That's
the
why.
ironic part is though, I be feel like it be like depending on your. Honestly, it don't. It's not even. Honestly, what it comes down to this, fellas, making sure you have the correct circle, right? That's
Yep,
what it comes
that's
down to.
all.
You
That's
know what I mean?
all.
If you do have maybe that female friend or something, just making sure you also being cautious of not giving her too much information into your relationship. You know what I mean? Because you just
Nah.
never. And if your you know your wife, the mother of your child, the person you date, whatever, if they're feeling some type of way, instead of being defensive, you got to
Shut
kind
it
of
down.
check that. You got to check it. Okay, is it dead? Is it something where okay, you know what? Dang, I didn't realize that. I am giving her this information, and I'm coming back at my lady, and it's messing up our whole household. You know what
Yep.
I mean? So
Shut it
just
down,
being,
brother.
what you say, bro?
Shut it down, brother.
Shut it down. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. That's why I say if preferably, in my opinion, if you can have a real solid group of fathers, of men, of people that's really just focused on what their mission is, you're gonna be good. They're not gonna steer you wrong. You know what I mean? When I had my issues in dang, was it 20, actually I think it was 2016, 2016, 2017, when I was kind of in limbo a little bit. My boy Jason, shout out to Jason, helped me stay focused because he'd been married for, at the time I think he was married for like, I don't know, 12, 13 years, something like that. So he giving me game that I wasn't even thinking about, you know what I'm saying,
Real
and
talk.
helping me and holding me accountable. Like, what you doing? You know what I mean? Like, nah, I can't rock with you if you doing silly stuff like this. And so, excuse me. So you know what I mean. So that's why I say it comes down to just having that circle, having that foundation, surround
Yeah.
yourself with good people, and if you do that, the, all this stuff was irrelevant at the end of the day anyway.
Yeah. Good people with that mindset, bro. You are
Yeah,
who you around. Just like the food. You are what you eat.
yeah,
If you eat bull, you gon' you gonna move like you eat bull.
yeah,
You gotta really put in the effort and time like to be a better person. That's all it is. That's why I said them weak minded, and I ain't trying to be like I'm weak minded. Them some weak minded women. That's all that was. They
yeah,
talking
yeah,
crazy, bro. Like some guy you need. Like I said, I be around fellowship every day, bro. And I be needing it. It make me come home to be a better husband to my wife. We ain't out here trying to talk about no women. We don't be caring about that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And it's probably a lot of women on all, but ain't nobody thinking about that, bro. But then I talk to my mama and my sisters too. So that's what I'm saying. I get some advice from them, but I'm around real. That's like different, like especially now, man. That is crazy what's been transpiring. It's like I'm ending up around these people, but they be talking business, bro. They ain't talking about no women. Ain't nobody caring about. That's gonna slow you
yeah,
down. So that's the thing that I'm saying. They on some single minded stuff. They on some simple mind stuff, and they on television with this, or they on
yeah.
the on a big platform with this
Big
stuff.
platform. Yup,
So
yup.
yeah, they just creating a narrative, bro. It's a lot of
Yeah,
that. So it's like I said, we can be the married people. We can go out with 8 hour guys, and they all single, and they Tinder D. They finna go out on the prowl. We could be the two that's like, hey man, they can do their thing, bro. We gonna chill. We gonna
yeah.
make sure we straight. That's because
Fact,
we put it in our mind to say we finna control this situation. I ain't
fact.
finna let them control my situation. That's all it really boiled down to. Even if I want some advice, if I want some advice from a single guy, he may can give me some great advice that married dude couldn't give me, and vice versa. That married guy for sure can give me some advice that a single guy can't give you. So it's always good to have great people like that, like great minded people. You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna hold you accountable. So
No, that's that's real, bro. That's definitely something that like you said, we definitely need to surround ourselves. At the end of the day, not only like you said, it's help us to we need that fellowship, help us to be a better man, and then like you said, when you come
yeah,
home, that helps you be a better father, helps you be a better husband. You know what I mean? Helps you to really lock in what's important to you. So yeah, man, I definitely agree with that, and like you said too, you're able to surround yourself because of your circle. You've been able to surround yourself with some amazing people, man, and that's why again, gotta give you your flowers on this platform as well. I mean,
Oh
just
man,
man, just how proud of, just because I know your journey, bro. From us chopping it up, and like I've been telling y'all, man, he's been really grinding, man, and,
grinding.
and leveling up. So
Gotta
it's a
stay
beautiful
consistent.
thing. It's a beautiful thing, man. Hey, hey, I know you remember that was the word for New Year's Eve. Remember,
Consistent, bro.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'm retired, but it'd be cool, man. I don't. It's just about the, like we said, consistent. It's
That's
long days, very, very, very long hours, very short sleep days. But you on the same thing, so
hmm
different routes, but it's all alignment, man. So I just feel like we doing what we supposed to. We been said it. Can't complain about it now that it's here.
yeah,
Or that it's coming. It's not even what's transpiring is not even, it's just the beginning. So
yeah,
that's why I've been like locking in, still reading. I've been consistent on the workout, consistent on the reading. I gotta eat better still, but like
yeah,
everything else, I'll be around certain people. I don't too much listening to no negativity. I try to always keep my spirits and vibe up. So when I come around, I don't want to be that guy that's bringing your spirit down. And it be every day. It be hard. It be some people that be trying to, that's
yeah.
what my journey is now. Like, all right, the devil working. Gotta stay strong. Gotta stay consistent. So, I mean, I've been enjoying it, bro. I be tired, but ain't complaining at all, man.
I love it, man. No,
Yeah,
that's dope, bro. That's dope, and man, like we always say, y'all, make sure. Or no, actually, first, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe, tell
subscribe,
a friend.
share,
Definitely appreciate the support. It's been amazing. And
share it
like
too, share it too, share it too.
share it. Hey, you heard the man. Share it. Definitely. Like I said, I've been seeing support growing with the YouTube and seeing it on the numbers of the podcast. So we love that y'all supporting and and enjoying what because this was about. I really want us to be able to just help like that brotherhood we was just talking about,
Yep,
being able to create that
yep,
brotherhood,
yep.
to help one another, man. And so, like always, y'all,
One
make
quick thing too,
Oh,
bro.
go ahead,
Sorry,
bro.
one
Go
quick
ahead.
thing
No,
too.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Shout out to the special guests who all appeared. Shout out to the
Yes.
special guests who all appeared and who's gonna appear. So just
Yes.
shout out to you all too, because like you said, it's a brotherhood. So
It's a
shout out to
brother.
y'all.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, y'all been amazing, man. And I know people been reaching out. It's a beautiful thing. So I definitely love it. Um, yeah. We all keep it rolling. We all keep it going. Um, and like always, y'all, you don't have to be perfect, but you always have to be present. We'll see y'all.
Love.